Am I live? Yeah. Welcome all of you. I hope I'm live now. Good afternoon, and welcome all of you to the session. And I hope all of your Diwali celebrations went really well. So this is yet another session on the must solve question series. I have mentioned earlier total 15 sessions on this series, and every session will take up 5 questions and we'll try and understand how to solve them. And the purpose of this session is to give you one thing is practice, the second thing is an idea of what to practice when you are solving any chapter or solving any book, you are solving any tests. Given that there are just a counted number of days left before the exam, what kind of questions you must practice, how you should look at every chapter, that is the purpose of this whole series. So if you are new to the channel, do watch the previous sessions on this, and there's a playlist. You can watch the total playlist. You can type in this must solve questions on QA for CAT 2022, and you'll get the entire playlist, and you can watch the previous questions just to have an idea. Okay, this is how the questions are being asked, these are the questions I should practice and all. वो एक आइडिया वहाँ पे हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Once again, I welcome all of you, and without further delay, let us begin today's session. This is a brief background of mine. Not long back, I was also a student preparing for the exam, so I have gone through the same process that you people are going through right now. So I understand how you should strategize and how you should scale up, how you should analyze mocks, what things to practice, which mistakes not to repeat and all. So I try and share my experience in my classes only, so that at least you will benefit from the things that benefited me, and you will not repeat the mistakes that I did or I have seen people doing the mistakes. Okay, so because that is very important. The exam is not about cracking tough questions, and the exam is not about individual prodigal talent or something like you can directly just solve any question given in quants. Maybe you will score a very good percentile in the exam. That is not the requirement of the exam. Okay, if you're extremely good in one section, you will score really well. But people who think that you're not that good in any section, that doesn't mean you don't deserve a 99. You just have to understand the nature of the exam. What needs to be done needs to be done. How you should do it, that's the question you should ask. Don't indulge yourself in the questions like I'm not good in maths, I'm not good in English, I'm not liking the LRDA section. These kind of things don't have a place between your goal and your preparation. Do not bring in these things. If it needs to be done, it needs to be done. If it has to be a difficult question, easy question, medium question, how does it matter? I have to do it, so I have to do it. So every time, please give mocks. The next announcement is about the mocks only. You can check out the mocks यहाँ पे. October 30th को next all India mock test हो रहा है. So all of you do participate in the AIMT, free for everyone. Okay, and November में another 3 tests on AIMTs are going to happen. So very big, and a lot of people would be participating in this, so it's kind of a very big test. So if you are participating in this, you will get a real-time idea of how others are performing. Like only serious people often go for mocks, so obviously the prepared and serious candidates would be giving. So उनके बीच में तुम्हारा performance कैसा हुआ, तुमने कितना question solve किया, how many questions did they solve, what all things are they doing differently, how can you do something which will help you improve your scores, where is it going wrong for you and where is it going right for you, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. वो self introspection and your performance of mocks, उसको analyze करना is extremely necessary. Extremely necessary. You will get n number of videos on YouTube or any channel you are following, any platform you are preparing with, offline, online. You will get lots of content, lots of questions, lots of materials. उसमें कोई कमी नहीं है कभी. But what you have to understand is, no matter how much I practice, I have to understand the test skilling, the test taking skill. How does it work? How do I handle my stress? Because वो कोई कहीं पे बुक में लिखा नहीं होगा. जब मैं मॉक में बैठ रहा हूँ and I'm stuck in one question, what do I do next? So I have to go through same kind of situations again and again to understand how not to repeat the mistakes. समझ रहे हो? That is why it is very necessary to give mocks. Give mocks, analyze what is going wrong, how can you modify it if you still are clueless that मेरा problem तो मेरे को मिल गया, I am not able to figure out how to solve it. Talk to a faculty, whoever you are comfortable with. You can talk to them and share your concerns कि मेरा ये problem हो रहा है, what do I need to do to change this. Okay, but don't give up. Okay, last few days keep practicing, solve as much questions as possible, and जो पढ़ रहे हो पहले पढ़ लियो उसको revise भी करो. Okay, give your 100% before the actual exam. All right, I once again welcome you all, and this is a short course on 300 must solve questions. 12 sessions का था ये course. Recently it got ended. Now you can use my code DASLive, and like attend my plus courses on the platform, you can get a 10% discount if you are using this code to subscribe. Okay. Good afternoon all of you. Chalo, without further delay, let us start. First question, a TDA question, modulus inequality. Modulus inequality. Simple modulus inequality का दो simple rule है. If you know those two rules, very easy to solve question. Suppose first rule is mod x is less than equal to a. This implies x lies between minus a and plus a. Okay. For an example, think of this. Suppose I'll write mod x is less than equal to 5. That means x का क्या क्या values हो सकता है? X can be अगर मैं integer में सोचता हूँ, it can be real numbers also. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it can be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 as well as 0. ये चीजें हो सकता है. So what did you get? X lies between minus 5 and 5. Can you take a 6 or a 7? No. So if mod x is less than equal to a, x lies between minus a and a. First property. दो ही property है, बस वही दो में सारे modulus inequality question solve होते हैं. And the second property is mod x is greater than equal to a. Then implies either x is greater than a or x is less than minus a. Just keep these two things in mind and आराम से तुम्हारा सारा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होगा. इसका भी एग्जांपल लेके देख लेते हैं. Suppose I'll say mod x is greater than equal to 3. So x can be 3, 4, 5, anything till infinity. So x can be anything greater than 3. I can take x as minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, anything till minus infinity. So that is why x greater than a or x less than minus a. बस यही सिंपल प्रॉपर्टी आई विल यूज दिस सॉल्व यूज यहाँ पे. तो देखो कैसे सॉल्व होगा. फर्स्ट इनइक्वालिटी गिवन टू अस इज mod of 2x minus 5. Mod of 2x minus 5 is less than equal to 9. So 2x minus 5 lies between minus 9 and plus 9. So adding 5 on all sides, minus 4 less than equal to 2x less than equal to 14, or minus 2 less than equal to x less than equal to 7. So I got the range of x. Accordingly, I can get the range of y. Very simple process. I hope everyone is able to understand this. Mod of 4y minus 7 is less than equal to 21. Okay. So again, minus 21 and 21 के बीच में lie करेगा. Adding 7 on all sides, ये minus 14 less than equal to 4y less than equal to 28. Dividing 4 minus 3.5 less than equal to y less than equal to 7. Now comes the real question. मुझे x and y का range तो मिल गया. x maximum, y maximum, x minimum, y minimum. I can calculate anything now. Question is saying what is the maximum value of this mod x minus mod x minus mod y. This expression को तुम्हें maximize करना है. तो what should be my logic? पहले तो these are two positive non-negative numbers. mod x हो या mod y हो, negative तो नहीं हो सकता. If you want to maximize, तो इसको minimize करना है and इसको maximize करना है. That's the only way. एक difference को maximize कब करते हो? यहाँ पे जो माइनस कर रहे हो वो पार्ट को मिनिमाइज कर लो एंड जहां से माइनस करो उसको मैक्सिमाइज. So what can be x maximum? X maximum is 7. तो mod x mod 7 is equal to 7. एंड अगर तुम y के टर्म्स पे देखोगे, y मिनिमम अगर मैं mod में देखूंगा इट हैज टू बी 0. कुछ लोग यहाँ पे मिनिमम में थोड़ा मिस्टेक कर लेते हैं, बोलेंगे सर y मिनिमम तो माइनस 3.5 है. डोंट टेक y इज इक्वल टू माइनस 3.5 बिकॉज तुम जब mod y लोगे वो फिर से प्लस 3.5 हो जाएगा. दैट्स द ट्रिक इन दिस क्वेश्चन. ऑल्दो नेगेटिव मिनिमम करना है तो मैं नेगेटिव में भी जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि फिर वापस वो मॉडुलस हो जाएगा तो नेगेटिव नंबर फिर से पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. So that is why the minimum that a modulus can get is 0 anyways. Hence mod x minus mod y is like 7 minus 0. The answer is 7. I hope this makes sense. All of you watching this, hope this is clear. Very simple, easy question, nothing difficult about it. बट यहाँ पे प्रॉपर्टी क्या यूज हुआ, मॉडुलस इनइक्वालिटी. सी व्हेनेवर यू आर रीडिंग एनी चैप्टर यू शुड एग्जैक्टली नो इसमें क्या क्या कॉन्सेप्ट हैं एंड मुझे क्या जानना चाहिए, डेफिनेटली जानना चाहिए. एंड उसका सबसे बेस्ट वे टू लर्न दैट इज go through the previous year question, so you'll understand what does the exam expect from a particular chapter. तो उसी वे में प्रिपेयर करेंगे. ठीक है, जो कॉन्सेप्ट एब्सोल्युटली नेसेसरी टू नो बट आई एम नॉट नोइंग इट, मैं उसको स्किप कर दिया. तो डोंट एंटिसिपेट कि एग्जाम में ये होगा तो मैं ये स्किप कर देता हूँ, ये सिलेक्टेड एरियाज पढ़ के जाता हूँ तो हो जाएगा. इट्स वेरी रॉन्ग वे टू अप्रोच. मतलब बोलने के लिए हम बोल सकते हैं. So it's like saying, suppose someone will give you an example बोलने के लिए कि if you are fit and you are regularly working out and तुम्हारा stamina अच्छा है and with proper training you can climb Mount Everest. बोल देना तो सही है, वही तो करना है. But is it that easy? The easily I could say this. Can someone actually do it that easily? No. Obviously you'll have to go through the process. I'll say 10 questions, 12 questions are needed to get a 99 percentile, and almost all questions if you solve in arithmetic you are almost there. Arithmetic में 8-9 क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, तुम अरिथमेटिक कर लो तो यू आर ऑलमोस्ट देयर. बट बोलना तो सही है, मैथमेटिकली इट इज लाइक कन्वीनियंट कि 10 क्वेश्चन करने हैं, 9 अगर अरिथमेटिक से आ रहे हैं तो मैं अरिथमेटिक पढ़ लूँ अच्छे से, क्यों बेकार इतना चैप्टर में दिमाग खराब करूँ. बट इज इट पॉसिबल दैट आई कैन सॉल्व 9 out of 9 क्वेश्चन ऑन अरिथमेटिक? ऐसा नहीं होगा. You cannot solve, and if you are that good that you can solve any question on arithmetic, you can be equally good in other areas also, so why skip them? If I am that good that I can guarantee any question from one chapter is coming and I will be able to solve, I'm comfortable with the subject, so I should not have any bias like I'm good in arithmetic but I'm not good in algebra, I'm not good in numbers but I'm good in geometry. वैसे नहीं करना चाहिए. I'll read everything, I'll know the basics of everything. There will be naturally a few chapters which will be easy for me. Some chapters I'll find it a little tough to crack, but no issues. I know the basics of every chapter. In the exam, I'll take a call whether it's an easy question or a difficult question. If easy, I'll solve. If difficult, I'll not. That is how you can develop your selection. But if you select beforehand, the exam you don't have anything to select because you have already skipped the chapters you wanted to skip. So whatever comes from the chapter you have read, whether it is the most difficult question, but you will have to deal with it now because you don't have a chance to solve other questions. That's the biggest mistake people often do for this exam. So never ever try and do that. छोटे छोटे concepts है, definitely you should know. Okay, let us look at this. Try this simple GP का question है. In a geometric progression, if the 4th, 5th and 6th term. So geometric progression में A4 plus A5 plus A6. It is like 8 times the sum of the first 3 terms. A1 plus A2 plus A3. This is given. So how much is A4? It is AR cube. A5 is AR to the power 4 and A6 is AR to the power 5. It is 8 times A plus AR plus AR square. So I can cancel A everywhere. पूरा A common आ जाएगा दोनों साइड से. In the first equation, if I take R cube common, I get 1 plus R square. This is equal to 8, 1 plus R square. तो ये दोनों भी कैंसिल हो गया. So you get R cube is equal to 8 और basically R is equal to 2. It's a very easy question. बट यहाँ पे बस सिंपल सा एक चीज तुम्हें जानना है ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन के लिए. इन केस ऑफ अ ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन द जनरल टर्म an is basically ar to the power n minus 1 where a is your first term and r is the common ratio. बस इतना. It's a very easy question. I hope it is making sense. People attending live, do feel free to ask questions. Okay, wherever you don't understand, please feel free to ask. Okay. So this one is clear. Geometric progression का ये property में r is equal to 2 solve हो गया. Now this is a quick announcement. Extensive preparation for batch for CAT 2023 का एक नया batch 20th of October से start हुआ है. So you can join the batches by taking either a plus or an iconic subscription. Don't forget to use my code DASLive and you can get a discount on your subscription. For 2023 aspirants, if any, you can start your preparation using this code and join this batch. Regularly we come up with new batches also, so don't worry about कि नया batch आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है. if you are preparing, so you can always explore new batches and all. Okay, okay, let us see this. Look at this question. The average mark of n students is 64. After a group of 8 new students with an average mark of 73 joined the class, the new average of the whole class becomes a positive integer. So what was the old average? It was 64. 64 में, to this I am adding people. Okay, जो 8 new students हैं, उनका average is 73. When we read this question, from this I can conclude the overall average. Can I conclude this? The overall average will be like somewhere between 64 and 73. It has to be between this. Okay. And this overall average is also given in the question as a positive integer. मतलब whole number या positive integer जैसे भी लो. So we don't know how many students are there in the class यहाँ पे. So there were n students here. And here there are 8 students. कुछ तो एक रेशियो में मैं इन दोनों को ऐड किया हूँ, वही रेशियो फिगर आउट करना है, such that the number of students present now in the class and also n का एक रेंज दे दिया, n lies between 25 and 60. Okay, so how do you solve this? Very easy question. Just मैं सिंपल एलिगेशन में इसको अगर सॉल्व करूँगा, एक एलिगेशन डायग्राम में पुट करते हैं. When you read this question, just first break it down. So we broke it down like this. 64 था, 73 मैंने ऐड किया, तो दोनों के बीच में ही आएगा एवरेज. Question is saying that average is a positive integer. Okay, so we have to figure out what is n, and n का एक रेंज भी दे दिया. तो कौन सा रेशियो पहले होगा वो फिगर आउट करते हैं, फिर देखते हैं n का क्या पॉसिबल वैल्यू हो सकता है. Let us see that. If I am putting it in an allegation diagram, I don't know what the overall average is going to be. Let us say it is a, यहाँ पे आ रहा है 73 and यहाँ पे आ रहा है 64. Here I have 8 and here I have n. Now this is a minus 64 and this is 73 minus a. So I can write a minus 64 by 73 minus a. This is equal to 8 by n. 8 by n आना चाहिए. तो अभी n का वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है? Either I can use the options in this case now. जो ऑप्शन में मैं ऑप्शन में सीधा यूज कर सकता हूँ rather than figuring out too much. n का रेंज तो मेरे को दिया है 25 से 60 के बीच में रहेगा. And I think all options are in that range. So let us check one by one. अगर मान लो मैं पहला ऑप्शन चेक करता हूँ, मैं n को लेता हूँ 44. That means a by 64 by 73 minus a is like 8 by 44 or 4 2 by 11. Okay, so in this case integer नहीं आएगा क्योंकि 11 एक नंबर आ रहा है, इंटीजर नहीं आएगा. n को अगर तुम 32 लेते हो, a minus 64 by 73 minus a is 8 by 32 which is like 1 by 4. ये लग रहा है पॉसिबल होगा, बट अगर तुम इसको सॉल्व करोगे you will get 4a minus 264 is equal to 73 minus a. So you get 5a is equal to something. तो डेसिमल में एक आ रहा है, नहीं तो इसको सॉल्व कर लो. डेसिमल इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, बट होल एवरेज ऑफ द क्लास इज ऑल्सो पॉजिटिव इंटीजर, तो डेसिमल तो नहीं हो सकता एक्चुअली. n को देन नेक्स्ट तुम 36 लो. समझ रहे हो अप्रोच? n को 36. there is another method, surplus deficit. These questions can be solved in multiple methods. वेटेड एवरेज में कर सकते हैं, सरप्लस डेफिसिट टेक्निक में भी कर सकते हैं, एलिगेशन में भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, हेलो निशांत. Good question, Nishant. Is sticking to the basics necessary? Yeah, solving questions. See, if I talk basics, if I say concepts clear रखो, concepts clear रखो, how do you know that तुम्हारा concept actually clear है? if you know the properties, does it mean my concept is clear? Or if I can approach any question and get into the solving part, then my concept is clear. Which one do you think is more clear? If I understand, let us say for an example, हम लेते हैं the concept of average. I understand what average is. I understand what weighted average is. I understand how average changes and any basics. Allegation उसके बाद next step वो भी समझ गया हूँ मैं. So my concept on average is clear, but I'm not able to solve questions. So then can I really say my concept is clear? So maybe you have understood what average is, but you don't have enough idea on how is it applied in the question. So actually both are necessary. You have to clear your concepts obviously, but then the more you solve, the more your clarity of how that particular concept is applied. Let us say average profit loss के साथ combine होकर कैसे पूछा जा सकता है, average mixtures में कैसे पूछा जा सकता है, okay, average time speed distance में कैसा उसका application है. So the more questions we solve, the better our idea is. There is no end to solving questions, but try करो at least any chapter you are reading. Necessarily नहीं 100 is the exact number. Keep solving until you feel confident. That number could be 20 for you also. Necessarily it has to be 100 किया तो जाके I become an expert in chapter. There is no such rule like that. But solve at least some variety of question to understand. Okay, concept तो वही था, अभी कैसे कैसे यूज हो रहा है, कैसे कैसे वो concept यूज हो रहा है, and how I can expand my thinking. Because when you see a new question in the exam, visualize you're sitting in the exam, you saw a new question. तो हम जब भी एक नया क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, पैटर्न क्या रहता है सोचने का क्वेश्चन के ऊपर. यू थिंक बैक ऑन व्हाट यू हैव सॉल्व्ड, which chapter it is from, उसका concept क्या है, then you try and form some kind of a link or approach in your mind, then you start solving. So if you would have solved 20-30 varieties of questions from a particular chapter, the moment you see a new question, you can think of it in 20 different ways. उसमें कोई एक वे में तो हो ही जाएगा वो. But if that part is blank, I'm not able to recall मैं वो चैप्टर में क्या किया था, and वहाँ पे एग्जाम में एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा हूँ, अभी हो सकता है सॉल्व हो जाए, और मे बी आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू सॉल्व, बट दैट्स अ रिस्क. I cannot keep trying in the exam. So when you see a question 10 seconds, 50 seconds, 15 seconds में, you'll have to take a call, should I solve this or should I not? तो वो call लेंगे कैसे? With practice. So practice तो absolutely necessary है, but also basics. Both are necessary. We cannot say कि सिर्फ basics कर लो तो हो जाएगा. वो basics कर लो में practice is included itself. ठीक है? Hope I answered your question. 8/36 आ रहा है, 2/9 आएगा, इसको सॉल्व करोगे तो यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ ए. ठीक है, इफ यू सॉल्व दिस यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ ए. So by options we can check and find that okay this is 36. This is one way of solving. तुम surplus deficit में भी इसको solve कर सकते हो. Don't worry about that part. तो one question हो गया यहाँ पे on GP, then one question on modulus, one question यहाँ पे हो गया on average. Let us see a question on geometry, trapezium. Trapezium का question इतना difficult तो होता नहीं है. Let's see how to solve this one. People who have solved this, like who know the basics, can try solving this one. Not very difficult. And let me know your answer in the comment section. ये PQRS है. PQ is parallel to RS and the diagonals QS and PR, they intersect at point O. ठीक है. If the area of the triangle QOR, this area is given as 90 square units, and question में दिया OP is to PR, OP is to PR is 2:5. OP is to PR is 2:5. That means can I say OP is to OR? OP is to OR is like 2 parts to 3 parts. Can I say this? So if that is the case, अगर ये 90 square units है, what will be the area of this? So if 3 parts correspond to 90 square units, one part is like 30 square units. So I can say area of triangle OQP is like 60 square units. तो ये जो पार्ट है वो आ जाएगा 60. दिस इज अ डायरेक्ट प्रॉपर्टी, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बेस का रेशियो 2:3 है, एरिया का रेशियो भी 2:3 आएगा, बिकॉज ये दोनों ट्रायंगल का हाइट सेम आएगा. इफ आई ड्रॉ एन इमेजिनरी लाइन लाइक दिस, देखो ये दोनों ट्रायंगल POQ and ROQ, both of these triangles will have the same height, so the ratio of the areas is the ratio of the bases. अब अगर ये 60 आता है and this is 2:3, what will be this area? I hope this approach is making sense. Can I say triangle OPQ is similar to triangle OPQ is similar to triangle ORS using angle similarity? Because they are alternate interior opposite angles are equal. This angle is equal to this angle, then this angle is equal to this angle, and फिर ये vertically opposite angles. So OPQ ORS equal है. So ratio of area of similar triangles, area of triangle OPQ to area of triangle ORS. Ratio of area of similar triangles is the square of the ratio of the sides, so OP by OR का whole square, so it is like 4/9, क्योंकि इनका साइड रेशियो है 2:3, उसका स्क्वायर 4/9. तो इफ दिस इज 60, तो फिर ये एरिया कितना आ जाएगा? 60 करेस्पॉन्ड्स टू 2, सॉरी 60 करेस्पॉन्ड्स टू 4 के, क्योंकि 4:9 रेशियो आएगा. तो ये कितना आ गया ना 9K. So if 4K is equal to 60, K is 15, so 9K is like 135. तो इसका एरिया यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 135. Now if this is 135, how much is this? Again same logic में 2:3, if this 3 parts is 135, 2 parts will be again 90. So this part is 90, 135, 90, 60, and total area कितना आता है? 90 plus 60 plus 90 plus 135, so 375 square meters. देख रहे हो कितना इजी क्वेश्चन है. जस्ट वन सिंपल प्रॉपर्टी, रेशियो. सिमिलरिटी एक में आ गया. ट्रेपेजियम का तो ऑलवेज सिमिलर ही रहेगा. जब भी तुम ट्रेपेजियम ड्रॉ करके डायगोनल्स ड्रॉ कर दोगे, तो दीज टू ट्रायंगल्स विल ऑलवेज बी सिमिलर. These two things will always be similar. Okay, तो ट्रेपेजियम जब इस सॉल्व पढ़ोगे, ट्रेपेजियम का प्रॉपर्टी पढ़ लेना डजंट कंप्लीट योर प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द ट्रेपेजियम चैप्टर. यू वांट टू गेट एक्सपर्टीज, ट्रेपेजियम का 8-10 क्वेश्चन जैसे तुम कर लोगे, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि ट्रेपेजियम से क्वेश्चंस कैसे आते हैं. दैट इज द होल पॉइंट ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग. जब भी हम प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, द होल पॉइंट इज नॉट जस्ट टू कवर द सिलेबस, द पॉइंट इज टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये कॉन्सेप्ट से किस टाइप के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, एंड टेक इट एज अ चैलेंज कि कॉन्सेप्ट तो पढ़ लिया, आप क्वेश्चन कैसे करते हैं, इसको क्यों नहीं सॉल्व कर पा रहा हूँ मैं, वेयर इज इट गोइंग रॉन्ग, कहाँ पे वो गैप आ रहा है, ये अप्रोच मैं क्यों नहीं सोच पाया. तो यू विल हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली इंडल्ज इन दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंकिंग कंस्ट्रक्टिव वे में. इफ यू गेट डिमोरलाइज तब तो डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. तो नो मैटर हाउ मच यू सॉल्व, दिस इज अ फैक्ट दैट ऑलवेज विल गेट अ न्यू क्वेश्चन. मे बी वो क्वेश्चन ना भी हो, बट डोंट डिमोरलाइज योरसेल्फ कि मैंने इतना पढ़ा यार फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है क्वेश्चन. विल कम अक्रॉस अ लॉट ऑफ सिचुएशंस लाइक दिस एवरी टाइम. नहीं होगा क्वेश्चन, कोई बात नहीं. Was there some new approach in the question? Is it like something I didn't know? Is there something new for me to know? Can I know a new approach, a better formula, a new shortcut? Always think constructively so that तुम्हारा जो spirits will be high. If you are a low spirited individual बन जाओगे in this kind of a preparation game, so it becomes really tough. Always keep your spirits high. No matter how much questions difficult हो जाए, easy हो जाए, solve हो ना हो, don't be depressed. Let us come to this part. In a plane, there are 10 points, out of which 3 are collinear. Collinear means they lie on a straight line. तो 3 पॉइंट है जो collinear है. तो 1, 2, 3. बाकी 7 points are non-collinear. Non-collinear. Non-collinear point means no 3 of them are collinear. 3 points are said to be collinear if they lie on a straight line. The collinearity जो concept है, it has to be established with minimum 3 points. You cannot say 2 points are collinear. कोलिनियरिटी के लिए 3 पॉइंट चाहिए, कॉन्करेंस के लिए 3 पॉइंट चाहिए, मिनिमम 3 पॉइंट्स, बियॉन्ड दैट यू विल से कोलिनियर। तो ये 7 पॉइंट ऐसा अलग अलग रैंडमली है, यही 3 पॉइंट्स आर कोलिनियर। क्वेश्चन इज सेइंग हाउ मेनी डिस्टिंक्ट स्ट्रेट लाइंस कैन बी फॉर्म। स्ट्रेट लाइन कैसे बनाएंगे? इधर आई सिलेक्ट एनी 2 पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम द सेट ऑफ नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स, क्योंकि एक लाइन के लिए 2 पॉइंट चाहिए, और आई सिलेक्ट 1 पॉइंट फ्रॉम हियर एंड 1 पॉइंट फ्रॉम हियर, 7C1 into 3C1, एंड ये तीनों पॉइंट में सिलेक्शन का कोई पॉइंट नहीं बनता बिकॉज दे लाई ओनली ऑन वन लाइन, तो यहाँ पे 1, तो 7C2 is like 7 into 6 by 2, and then this is like 21 plus 1, so 43 is the answer. सोचो कॉम्बिनेशन चैप्टर से है, इज इट डिफिकल्ट? इट्स लाइक अ 30 क्वेश्चन सेकंड क्वेश्चन, एंड ऐसे क्वेश्चन जब तुम कॉम्बिनेशन थ्योरी पढ़ोगे, ये बहुत ही स्टैंडर्ड टाइप के क्वेश्चन है। एक बार वो कोलिनियरिटी, नंबर ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स, नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रेट लाइंस, नंबर ऑफ स्क्वायर्स, नंबर ऑफ रेक्टेंगल्स, नंबर ऑफ हैंडशेक्स, ये सब स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन है कॉम्बिनेशन थ्योरी, बहुत ही बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन, हार्डली 2 घंटे भी नहीं लगेगा ये सब कवर करने के लिए। And the moment you see such a question in the exam, you don't have to think much. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you will be able to solve this. Is it not worth it? Rather than skipping the total chapter, I'm not saying waste too much time on this and become expert in, let's say, PNC, probability. नहीं, ठीक है, एक प्रायोरिटी भी माइंड में रहना चाहिए, यहाँ से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन है, वहाँ से कम क्वेश्चन है। आई कैन नॉट कवर ऑल द चैप्टर्स ऑब्वियसली एकदम इक्वल वे में एंड बिकम एन एक्सपर्ट, बट शुडंट स्किप एनीथिंग, आई शुडंट स्किप एनीथिंग, क्या पता कब काम में आ जाए, ठीक है। So hope all of you like understood these questions. These are the 5 questions for today's session. Hope all of you got an idea. Please watch the previous sessions if you haven't, or if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and like the video if you like the class. Do share it with your friends also who are preparing for CAT 2022, and please keep revising and solving the questions that you have already solved, so that mind में memory fresh रहे कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है। Previous questions if you haven't completed yet, तो प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस कर लो एक बार, जो कर लिया है प्लीज रिवाइज, बिकॉज वेरी नेसेसरी, प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस करना बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट है। दिस इज अ न्यू चैनल, लेट्स क्रैक वर्बल, दोज ऑफ यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग अ बिट ऑन द वर्बल साइड, you can refer to this channel and you get lots of useful content on this. Again, just to remind you, if you want to take a plus or an iconic subscription, you can use my code DASLive and get a 10% discount. So that is it from my end for this session. Thank you all and hope you guys like the class. Do like and share and subscribe to our Unacademy CAT-alyst channel. We'll meet again in another session. Till then, keep solving, keep practicing, and have a nice day.